Alright guys, so today we're going to start off by doing, our warm-up. We're going to take 2 laps around the court, and then we'll go high knees, butt kickers, and lunges. 1 time down each side, okay? You can go ahead and do that. You can go ahead and drop your rackets out of the way so you don't step on them. Take 1 more lap. Alright, good job. So come over here on this sideline, and we'll do high knees, going all the way across. Go for it. Butt kickers coming back. Alright, this time let's do lunges. Take your time, go slow, get deep into it. Side lunges going back.
Second.
Side, make sure you put those. So first activity we're going to do, continue to warm up and start using some hand-eye coordination. I'm going to have Maddie on this singles line here. I have Malia on this line. I'm going to have you shuffle down to the net and back so you can get a ball. And I want you, like as you're shuffling, so Maddie step back for a second. I'll demonstrate Malia. So we're going to shuffle and I'm going to bounce the ball to you, okay? So just keep shuffling, just keep bouncing the ball. Perfect. Okay, so you do that going all the way down and all the way back. Okay. That's alright, that's alright. Pick it up and keep going. Coming back. Okay, now this time I'm going to have you do the same thing, but you're going to pass it in the air to each other, so not a bounce pass in the air. There you go. Good job. We'll work on staying low in that shuffle. There you go. Nice job. Okay, this time, give Malia a ball too. You're both going to pass the ball back and forth. Okay?
Like switch at the same time?
Yeah, so switch at the same time, and we'll have, when we're going that way, we'll have Maddie bounce pass and Malia chest pass. Okay, that'll make it easier, that way the balls aren't going the same path. Okay? Test your hand-eye coordination here. There you go. Nice. Coming back. Yep, no, good switch. That's alright. Keep going. That's alright. Good work. Makes it a little tougher on you when you have to see and catch the ball at the same time. Alright. The next thing we're going to do is I'm going to have you stand. So I'll have Maddie stand here and have Malia there. And only 1 ball on this one. So I'm going to have you split step, like step or turn with the outside foot, and then lunge. And then when I go into the lunge, Malia is going to bounce pass the ball to me. Okay, so split step and she'll bounce pass. That's alright. And then you'll toss it back and it'll come back and it'll go to the other side. There you go. Back. And you'll keep going. So I'll have Maddie, I'll have you do 10 of the split step and turns, 5 on each side, and then we'll switch. We'll have Malia do the split step and you'll have you toss it. Okay. So I'll take the ball, and then Malia's got a ball, so we're good to go there. Alright, so split step. There you go. back. Split step again and step this way. There you go.
What is that, like 5-0? Or that's
3.
isn't it? No, I mean the set.
6.
30, 40. I'm gonna make it come back.
9. One more. There's 10. Alright, so now Maddie will take the ball. We'll have Malia split step and lunge, and Maddie, you'll pass the ball to her. Okay? Start. There you go.
What's that out? Yeah, I know. I couldn't get.
Oh, I got another ball.
So I was gonna go for it.
There you go. Pick that one up later. You're good. Start.
That's game, isn't it?
Nice.
Oh my god, I promise I'm not stupid.
I think that's 5.
You call it.
6.
Second serve.
Last one. Nice job. Alright. Feel warmed up, ready to hit some balls now? Alright. I'm going to have you start hitting just short court ground strokes back and forth to each other. So standing on the service line, Malia will have you go to the other side and just nice and easy. Make sure we're getting the full footwork and doing everything. Even though it's short court, you still want to make sure your feet are moving and get set. Okay? Just warming up the ground stroke. Now I'm going to have you step about midway in the box and do volleys back and forth in the air. Okay? All right, let's go ahead and pick them up and bring them over here. Anything you noticed specifically on the warm-up? Anything worse than what you expect it to be, or just kind of warm up feel okay? All right, so we're going to start with working on volleys. The first thing I want to talk about is the grip. So go ahead and grab your volley grip. Get a continental grip there. It should be like you use a hammer, shaking someone's hand. So it's the same grip. Okay. So that's the grip for both forehand and backhand. So you don't change it going from the forehand to backhand side. Since volleys you have so little time to react, keep the same grip. Okay. And the footwork, you always want to split step, be on your toes when you're at the net, because again you have a shorter time before it's coming. And you turn the shoulders and just out in front. And just a little, think more like you're trying to catch the ball in the racket, not a big swing, no big backswing there. Okay. Just short and out in front. No, not like a forehand where you're up here and back and the shoulder goes back. It's more and out in front. Same thing on the backhand. Same thing, split step out in front. Okay. The first thing we're going to do is I'm going to feed each of you some volleys. So I'll have one of you on the do side, one of you on the ad side, up at the net, and I'll just alternate feeding you, and we'll do like 5 or 10 volleys just to warm up some volleys and check the technique. Okay. All right. Have you guys go on the far side. About trying to hit the ball deep on these first. I just want a little swing at all, just catching it out in front. Okay. Ready?
You're all first. Second.
It's the backhand. It's going to. I want you to aim the first ball here on this half of the court, second ball on that, and just alternate going on each side. Okay?
Let's do it. Who's first?
One more each. Come back over here and I'll explain the next drill.
Head in first.
So any questions about the volleys after doing that? Okay. The grip looked good on both of you. Another thing I forgot to mention earlier, but I'll mention now, is you want to try to keep the racket head up. So between the handle of the racket and your forearm should be a 90-degree angle. You guys know 90-degree angles, right triangles? Okay, we're using math out here on the tennis court. Okay, so try to keep the racket up. You don't want to extend, especially on the backhand. A lot of people extend it out, kind of like their backhand stroke, but try to keep it up and there. And whether your hand's on the racket, on the grip, or up on the throat, either one's fine there too. Okay? So it's an additional thing to work on, but no, it was good out in front. Just watch it all the way into the racket, and that'll help you hit the strings instead of the frame. Okay? So this time, I'm gonna have, we'll start with Malia on the far side. We're gonna use just half the court. No doubles out, just half the court. I'll have Malia at the net, and we're gonna have Maddie just feed, and we're just gonna try to be cooperative. So Malia's just trying to hit volleys back. Maddie's just trying to, you're not trying to hit lob or anything like that, just hitting balls back and forth, okay? Maddie, we'll have you on this side. And Maddie, you'll be back at the baseline side. We'll use just half the court. Yep, just that. Feed it. I'm just try to get like 10 in a row. See if we can do that. Almost got 10 in a row on the first one. Two more and then we'll switch. Alright, good hustle, right? Try to get that. Alright, one more. Good, so now have Malia will go back to the baseline. You stay on this side. Have Maddie come up here.
Thank you. Come back over here. So how'd that feel? Any better or worse on the volleys? Kind of the same? Alright. So one thing, I think you guys both did well. It's hard, we need to work on the consistency, but that's something that, something we're always working on is being able to hit the ball consistently. One thing to just make sure, especially you, Maddie, is you're stepping with the opposite foot. So I'm left-handed, you're right-handed, so it's the mirror, but when you hit the forehand volley, yep, and then same thing on the backhand volley, in there. Okay? I thought you did a good job. You ran for all the balls, that's good, that's what we asked for. Okay, so now we're gonna play a few games real quick. Okay. First game, have you guys played running doubles before? You don't know that one? Alright. So we're gonna play out points up the line, and so we'll have Maddie start at the net and she feeds, and you play out the point, and you can lob, you can do whatever. And if she wins the point, she gets one. But if Malia wins the point when she's back, then she gets to come to the net and Maddie moves back. Okay? So if you win the point when you're back, you get to go up, but you don't get a point. It's kind of like volleyball rally scoring, or not rally scoring, whatever. So you can only get a point when you're at the net. Okay? Yeah.
Does that make sense? Alright, so Malia will have you on the far side back. We'll have Maddie start up, and we'll go to 5 points. running doubles because you're running to try to catch the other person off guard. Yep, go ahead and go. That's it. Maria runs up. Maddie, you want to get back? She's going to feed. Feed has to be beyond the service line. Alright, Maddie, you're coming up. Feed the ball. You feed the ball. Alright, so Maddie's got one now. You won the point, so you stay up. And you're going to feed another one from that. That's alright. Maria's coming up. Maddie's up 1-0. You stay back because she wants a 1-1. Maria's up 2-1. Back up. That's 4. 1-5. That's fine. Alright, so Malia wins. You got the 5 first. Alright, so come back over here. I know it took a minute to catch on since that's the first time we did that, but you guys like that? Makes you move, makes your opponent move. A lot of times when we do it with doubles, so you got partners and you're running up, running back. It's a fun game. You get some exercise and movement in there too. Alright, to wrap it up today, we're just gonna have you play out points. I'm gonna have you serve, and we'll alternate we'll have Maddie serve 2, then Malia serve 2, and we're gonna go to 7, and if you win a point with a shot at the net, you get 2 points, okay? So if you get up to the net and you win a point at the net, you get 2 points. So we worked on volleys today, so we'll reward you a little bit extra if you hit a volley at the net, okay? So again, serving, cross court like normal, serve 2, and then rotate, and the other person will serve 2, okay? All right, so we'll have Moy on the other side again. We'll have you serve first. Alright, get to the outside now. Have Malia serve.
nice job there. Good drop shot there at the end, Malia. Okay, so we're gonna end. We're just gonna do a few little stretches to kind of stretch out and cool down. Okay, so you can drop your rackets off to the side. Start with feet together. Bend down, stretch out the hamstrings. See that Maddie's very flexible. I have not. All right, spread the legs, go straight down. Notice if you put me to shame, I can barely touch the ground. All right, go ahead and just do a lunge and just kind of sit into it. A runner's lunge. Push forward a little bit. And switch legs. Alright, nice job today. Any questions over anything we did today? Feel like you've always got a little bit better, hopefully. Keep working on those next time. Thank you guys for coming out and hitting, and see you next time.